always tracking, always alerting. This is Storm Team 8.
5:14 now as we check out a very quiet morning. It's a stark contrast to the very strong storms that rolled through the area last evening and last night. Conditions still warm and muggy this morning with temperatures in the upper 60s and dew points still in the upper 60s. So steamy air once again will set the stage for another go round with violent weather later this evening and overnight tonight as our dew points today spike up into the mid 70s. They start to drop slowly tomorrow into Friday, and we've got comfortable, refreshing air settling in with dew points down into the 50s for the weekend. So what's ahead? Well, we are tracking another hot, humid, and breezy day. A day very similar to yesterday in that much of the daylight hours will end up being dry with a mixture of clouds and sunshine. Another round of storms will come through the area this evening and overnight tonight, potentially producing another go-round of severe weather. And as we make the transition into a sunny, less humid air mass for the weekend, we'll have yet another go-round with stronger storms later tomorrow night into early Friday morning. So here's a look at the satellite radar composite. Not much going on out there this morning. A couple of isolated showers and sprinkles will be possible for the morning hours. And as you can see, here's a look at the area of active weather that continues to move off to our east. This is a look at how many storm reports there were in the last 24 hours. And of course, Wisconsin and Illinois contending with the cleanup efforts after that outbreak of tornadoes late Monday night into early yesterday morning. And here is a look at all those wind damage reports here across West Michigan. A number of wind gusts in excess of 60 miles per hour. So, Matt, not just looking at damaging winds this evening, one more threat may be a potential.
Boy, the Midwest is really taking a hammering, and the Great Lakes in this very warm and humid air mass counted just under 400 reports throughout the nation of severe weather. That was just in the past 24 hours. And of course, as Terry just showed you, a lot concentrated in around the Great Lakes. Okay, here's the futurecast. It looks like we're going to add on to that once again. You can see later on, sometime early evening, we have it starting at 7 o'clock this evening. We ought to see a line develop northern Michigan, northern Wisconsin, dropping into central and southern lower Michigan from basically northwest to south, or northwest to south and east. You can see that line dropping to Muskegon sometime right around 9 to 10 o'clock time frame into the Grand Rapids area at 11 to the midnight time frame, and it's going to continue its progress to the south and east. I think the severe weather threat is going to come to an end around 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning for most of lower Michigan. Here's the primary impacts. I want to highlight this. All severe weather threats are possible. If you recall yesterday, it was mainly just wind, and the wind is the highest threat this go around, but we do have a higher category or threat for damaging hail and also tornadoes as well. I think these storms are going to be progressive enough. We're not going to have to worry about any flooding in terms of rain. And looking ahead to tomorrow, Thursday, we're still in a low risk up around just north of Grand Rapids southward for the chance of severe weather. Then we're going to clear everything out, and it looks like a beautiful weekend, Terry.
That's right. And, you know, we were talking earlier, Matt, about how the intensity and sort of the widespread area of coverage of these storms will make it more challenging for consumers' energy crews to restore all the power. So this may be one of those situations where folks who already were without power today may have to ride through another go-round with severe weather this evening before the power is able to be restored. So definitely keep that in mind. You can certainly see that we've got a very active day developing along the lakeshore. In fact, the red flags will be flying at all of those beaches for today. So if you're heading to the lakeshore today to take advantage of what is going to be another tropically warm and humid afternoon, certainly keep in mind that we'll have a high risk of rip currents, so stay out of the water and off the piers and breakwaters. Another round of storms tomorrow night into early Friday before that refreshing air settles in for the weekend.